I just saw TMZ where Spencer Pratt was being pressed for saying, "This is where I live," with an Airstream behind him. His house was taken away from him. That is his primary residence. And whether you're staying at a friend's house or a hotel, I have stayed in hotel suites that still are transactional, check in, check out, someone's knocking on the door, the phone's always ringing. It's not a home. A hotel, no matter how nice, is not a home, and his home was taken away from him like many other people in Los Angeles. So I don't even understand that line of questioning. Gives a shit what's behind him. It's not his house.
I asked my fellow Angelinos, why are Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass still in office?
Campaign ad certainly made it seem that you were living in that trailer. It was a high point of the commercial.
Excuse me, that is where I live. That's where Karen Bass, Mayor Bass, burned down my house. That is where I will live until I have a new house. The Airstream is a temporary facility. A hotel is a temporary facility. Where my kids are in Santa Barbara right now is a temporary housing. This is where I live. This is where they burned my house down. So this semantics or the nuance of this is the consequences of their failed leadership. And again, I don't live at the Hotel Bel-Air. I don't live in the Airstream. I don't live in the Santa Barbara. I don't have a house. They burned it down. That is why I got into this race, because of these people that will burn your house down and act like it's no problem. So this idea that anyone's like, oh, he's at a hotel. I'm at a hotel because these psychopaths are messaging me every day. They're going to this because I don't want people to have their kids next to addicts at the park or stepping in human poop when you get your matcha. I have common sense. That's not fascism. So these psychos here, I'm a fascist, and then they literally, like, if you would like to see, they can send them all offline where people are like, I'm going to hire people to. So yes, unfortunately, now I have a security team, and they will not, even if I wanted to stay in the Airstream, would let me, because there's 360 unobstructed views since there's no houses. So you can literally snipe me out from any part from 300 yards away easily.
Spencer,
and one sec. Not to mention the Airstream, it took over a month for LADW.
This lady was defeated to a level she is now running away from debate. If you take a look at this, LA Mayor Karim Bass has withdrawn from a televised LA Mayor candidate forum scheduled for May 13, according to a statement released Friday by the League of Women Voters of Greater Los Angeles and the Pat Brown Institute for Public Affairs. She realized it is very impossible to debate him because he speaks facts. If you see her running away, that's to tell you what she went through during that time. I don't know. I put out a couple of videos about that. And before we go into these videos, please, if you love what I'm doing here, always hit the videos. And if possible, share out. It will do you no harm if you do this.
Spencer Pratt is going to get the Donald Trump treatment. And we can already see it happening. But y'all might want to start praying for him, because it's only a matter of time before that man's life is on the line. I told y'all on my last page that California is a Democratic stronghold. Therefore, it is a demonic stronghold. And the two places that I mentioned were some of the biggest strongholds was San Francisco.
But I also think it's a very real thing that we should take seriously and we need to grapple with, and we need to offer it an honest response. A response that's rooted in actually solving these problems. Otherwise, people will turn to fascism, to mini Trump, which is who I think Spencer Pratt really represents.
So sensible people are going to hear that and think, okay, that's a completely insane thing to say. And Spencer Pratt obviously does not meet the definition of that word. But there are going to be people who listen to Nithya Raman and they're like, yeah, Spencer Pratt is a fascist. He wants to clean up our street.
So I have been coming across a lot of people on my For You page crashing out about Spencer Pratt, like saying like, how are you going to vote for a Trumper, blah, blah, blah. And the only thing y'all are doing, he never said, I don't think he ever said that he was like a Trumper. But the only thing y'all are doing is making Trump look so good.
Well, you know, Spencer has been very outspoken about this idea that you and California Democrats, current leadership, are responsible basically for the tragedy that befell him. And so what would your reaction to that be?
Well, yes, she appeared somewhere during an interview. Karim Bass is still repeating this lie. To me, these people don't take responsibility.
Well, you know, what I have felt about Spencer all along, because I've watched this very closely in the Palisades, is I understand, obviously, his personal tragedy and all of that, but I think that it is really, really sad to play on people's grief and to create an atmosphere of nothing is happening and hostility. There were absolutely mistakes. The city really was not prepared for a disaster of that magnitude with a weather event that we had never experienced before. And so hindsight is everything. But this also was not just the city of Los Angeles, the county as well.
Yes, I don't know if you noticed this. Karim Bass is getting desperate. She went on CNN one day ago and said Spencer Pratt art are now putting a target on her back. That is the story she's struggling to parade everywhere on social media. At some point, I see it as a desperate attempt to distract people, because you realize this man is going high on the polls. At some point, this man's way of campaigning is extremely good because it is natural. You will not see a lot of kind of paid videos. He's speaking out of experience, and people know exactly what he's talking about.
Last week, the shine is coming off the California dream. I don't disagree with anything Kennedy has said. I think Spencer Pratt, I was wrong last week. I went back and watched the debate. I didn't think he offered as many, and you got into it a little bit. I think you were right. I was wrong. He offered a lot. He offered, you never admit anything. He offered a lot. What he's doing is what every politician should do, whether you're a Democrat or Republican. Offer real, practical, actionable solutions to actual problems that people are facing. The young lady you just showed in our opening, the city councilman, she's reading from a national playbook that just says attack Trump and hopefully Democrats. That's what will excite Democrats. I'm here to tell you that may be part of it, but at the end of the day, Angelenos understand that homelessness is a problem.
Last week we saw everything that happened, and Karim Bass was just to respond to simple, basic questions and what she has been doing the past years. Her failures came to light during the wildfire. We saw how she was unable to actually even stand up to the people, and her failures traveling to Ghana during that period. A lot of people call her to resign, but she didn't. Now she's pulling out. She can't even attend some of these debates, these events, for crazy reasons, because they know very well they can't defend what they've been doing for all these years. It gets crazy that people in this place wouldn't see this. I don't want to prolong the video. I think I'm going to end here. For people who usually ask, why do you put short clips at the end? That is for a white algorithm. I usually say this on all my videos.
Greg Gutfeld, your thoughts?
Is that there are people in this.
You know, the sight of this man's extra seats, they need to redistrict. They need
important because before.
And the narrative in the media, this Trump derangement narrative that you see in the media is so strong. And
this does not represent the black community.
It's illegal to live on the sidewalk.
Right. Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles,
who's doing a great job,
unable to laugh at him.
Inside, they started.
It'll be fun.
More access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state. And I have to sound like a 5-year-old, but Trump started it.
The win in yesterday's redistricting.
It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Until the First Lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
How does this benefit?
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
Creative content.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I
have 300.
Well, I said democratic socialist.
I know, but
Also, I have to say,